Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk about The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up by Kondo. I think it's a wonderful book, and in this video I want to talk a little bit more about it, give you some information of what's to come in the book, and hopefully entice you so that way you pick it up and read it, either in physical form, in digital form, or you listen to the audio version of it. So stay tuned. One of the main reasons that I think you should go ahead and read this book is because it's really relevant to our current point in time. I think when the minimalism documentary first came out in 2016, it was, that movement was slowly building, but it kind of took off after that documentary, and it's really been embraced all over the world. And this book about tidying up, I think it only enhances that and enables you to better organize your home, yourself, and your life. And kind of embrace that minimalism. Also, people's living situations are, different. There's a lot more of picking up whatever you have right now and moving across the world and kind of like living somewhere else, adapting to somewhere else. So I think this book is also really relevant to that. The other reason that I think this is a wonderful read is that because it's short, sweet, and to the point. When you listen to the audiobook, I think it was about 4.5 hours. So if you like podcasts or if you're into listening to interviews or anything like that, minimum, some of them happen, at least for 45 to an hour. So you can break it up into 2 sessions, 3 sessions, or 4 sessions. So this is getting a little bit more into what the book is about, but something that she talks about, and she encourages tidying up by category, not by location. So you have clothes first, then books, papers, kimono, which are miscellaneous items, and then you have sentimental items. She tells you why you should go in this order. She gives you backstories from her clients and herself. In this book, she does really reveal a little bit more about herself and how she got to where she is right now, which I think is really wonderful and really relevant to some of the lessons that she brings up into the book. The other thing that she talks about in the book is she talks about the 6 basic rules to tidying up. So I'm reading off the notes that I have here. That's why I'm looking down. So the first is to commit yourself to tidying up. The second is to imagine your ideal lifestyle. Third is to finish discarding first, not to organize first. The fourth is to tidy by category, not by location, so all the categories that I mentioned previously. Fifth is to follow the right order. And the sixth is to ask yourself, does it spark joy? So those are the more, technical insider scoop things about the book that I have to mention in this video that I hope entice you a little bit to look into it. Now, something else that she mentions in the book that was kind of surprising to me is she says to do it all at once. If you are going to reset your life, if you're going to reset your home, she says to do it all at once. At first I was like, oh, well, maybe that's a lot of work, but there's a lot of sense, and she does make a lot of arguments in the book, which you will either listen to or read yourself. But she makes a lot of arguments that are really make you see and understand her perspective. And she talks about how you should dress up for the occasion and how you should do it in a short amount of time as possible, because it allows you to focus all your energy on it and really do it the proper way, which I found to be really useful and one of the bigger takeaways from the book. So one of the lessons that she also brings up in the book is to put things in order is to put your past in order, which, at first glance, when you think about something like that, it's like, well, really, how is that relevant? But when you're going through this process and as you're reading the book and you're learning more about, why things should be done the way they should be and why you should do it by category, not by location, you begin to understand how much weight each and every item does carry and how almost it has an emotional, mental, and physical effect on you. And the more you're able to tidying up and discard and kind of put away, the better you are able to compartmentalize your life and actually compartmentalize your past and really almost make peace with it. To the very last point that I want to make, and the first point that she brings up in the book, the moment you begin this journey is the moment you actually reset your life. And if you do it properly, A to Z, as methodically as she tells you and you follow what she says in the book, you are more than likely to come out on the other side and with benefits that you never thought were possible or necessary for your life. So she gives examples of how people lost a significant amount of weight, how they rekindled things with their family or their friends, or they got a promotion, or they started a career that they really wanted to for a very long time. Or maybe they got out of a relationship that, wasn't serving them, or they ended things in general in some aspect of their life that they really needed to for a long time, but they were not able to, and now they are, because they've reset their space, and that had such an immense impact on their mental, physical, emotional, and spiritual, if you believe that, state, that it allowed them to kind of kickstart a completely brand new journey and follow through with it. With that being said, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope I was able to pique your curiosity about the book and hopefully get you to pick it up either in physical, digital format to read it, or if not, in audio format. I personally think that there is a lot to gain from this book. So with that being said, thank you so much for tuning in. See you in my next video.